everybody! This is Ody Knight of the Lifetime Backlog, and I am joined by my co-host, Beetorias.
Sup, gamers? How you doing, Ody?
I'm doing alright, yeah. And we're having a chat around the bonfire. Come on, B. Come close in on the bonfire, warm yourself up. I don't know about you, but it's freezing. I'm freezing over here in Canada, man. It's, we're in the thick
it's
of...
It's not so good over here either.
Ah, man. Yeah.
Is there any snow?
Really? Yeah, we always got snow. It's that February time of year where it's just a bunch of like pond scum frozen over and everything. It's because it's you know, a lot of where our area was originally built on a swamp, so it's just like we get the worst of it where it's just like all the snow. Well, it means that all the snow is just partially dirt. And, like, during the winter. But when it comes summer, it gets very humid. So, ugh.
Yeah, worst of both worlds, huh?
You said it was dangerous. You know, it's like that bit from the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. We built this castle on a swamp.
Yeah, I remember that one. I watched that just a month ago. Yeah, and it sank again, and then it sank again. I remember.
It sank again. But the fourth one stood up. So, that's just like this town, just like this place. It's just like, we built a couple of cities here, and they all sank in. Such a shame. At least the fourth one stuck around. Okay,
I hope it won't happen again.
Yeah, hopefully. Anyway,
for your own good.
Let's talk about ourselves a quick bit, because we talked before about the premise of the show and the purpose of it. But who are we, really? What are our claims to fame? Well, first of all, for me, I had a previous channel called Prehistoric Gaming, where all that content was mostly created by me, where I originally was doing reviews for dinosaur documentaries and some other movies, and I eventually parlayed it into talking about games, and specifically dinosaurs, prehistoric gaming, of course. That channel did all right for itself. I eventually kind of dropped out of it. I'll be talking about that sometime in the future. And I just wanted to try out this channel because I had a new idea and I wanted to try it out. But what exactly is your claim to fame, B?
All right. So first of all, I also had another YouTube channel. Where I used to make chiptune music. It was there was a couple of videos that were fairly popular, but my real claim to fame is from the Dark Souls forum, the one that Ody is administrating. He is the admin for the forum.
Well, I used to way back when.
Not
so much anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, my user's still there, but I don't do anything there anymore.
I see. Yeah. So what happened was that I just happened to accidentally put the movie script of the B movie, and I got suspended for that. And I just happened to do that again. Would you look at that? A couple of times, really.
Scam.
It's the reason why spamming isn't really allowed in the forum anymore.
You really made history. You took the script from DreamWorks' The Bee Movie, you spammed it several times, and that's your namesake and why that particular fandom had to make a whole rule against spamming. So, there you go. The birth of a legend.
Yeah, so if you get suspended for spamming in the forum, you can thank me.
Wow, we really made some waves in the world.
Yeah, good times. Good times.
Good times. Let's continue to make some good vibes for the people out there, and let's turn our attention back to part 3 of Hunt Down the Freeman. I think we're gonna try to finish it out for this episode. If not, we'll probably tell at the end. Let's go ahead and move towards it now, and we're back. Okay, so Mitchell broke the game a few times, but we finally gave in and decided to just let them capture us.
Yeah, just like in Half-Life 2, actually. No, that wasn't what happened. Okay, here's a cutscene.
Another cutscene, man.
I knew this day would come. I knew I was going to see this man one more time.
Who is this guy?
It's Boris. We met him at that factory 17 years ago. Remember? Oh no, not Boris.
I would ask you to excuse me.
Not Boris, the iconic character from Half-Life 2.
Who? It's just like, I'm listening to these lines, and all I'm thinking is just like, man, someone took a creative writing course, right? It's like, as you well know, it was a dark and stormy night. I knew this day would come.
Oh, man. I wonder which famous YouTubers voicing this guy.
I have no idea. I mean, we can look in the credits if we,
whatever.
If we weren't lazy, yeah.
Yeah, this guy's funny.
Is he? He seems pretty depressed.
I mean, just listening to him is pretty funny. Like, the way you listen to Tommy Wiseau is funny.
Oh my god. You almost made me choke. I was taking a drink and you almost made me choke.
Sorry about that.
Man, I feel like if Tommy Wiseau is here, then we would be in on the joke, right? We would know that we were being played, right?
Okay, here's a question. Who should Tommy Wiseau play in the game Hunt Down the Freeman?
Oh, shit. Gordon. He plays Gordon. He plays Gordon Freeman himself. Nah. I want, that we meet Gordon Freeman finally, and we hear him speak, and it's just...
But it's Tommy Wiseau.
He actually talks, and he sounds like Tommy Wiseau. You know what? If Birkin actually, was in on the joke and, didn't make this so incredibly serious, if we knew I know that, the later builds make it more, lean into the memes more, but the original one is just so serious about itself. If they had Gordon Freeman talk, and he sounded like Tommy Wiseau, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be the best.
Oh, by the way, you notice what I'm doing right now?
Are you trying to bunny hop?
No, I'm supposed to wait in this room.
Oh.
You are literally supposed to wait in this room until the next cutscene
made
plays.
the break like a blackout. So silly.
Yeah, they couldn't just fade to black, say sometime later, and just play the next cutscene.
Yeah. So is it just to pan out the gameplay time?
Well, if you look at the Steam tags for Hunt Down the Freeman, you'll notice that it says Walking Simulator. Now that sounds like a joke, but when you actually play it, you realize that there's some truth in that.
Yeah,
because you spend a not inconsiderate amount of time just walking around.
And no combat, yeah.
Yeah. Combat dries up for very long spells for no good reason. Oh man, his daughter is all grown up now. Who would have thought after 17 years?
Okay, so we can talk about some news maybe?
Yeah, we can waste some time. So you're a Power Rangers fan, right?
Yeah, as a child, of course. Everyone has seen Power Rangers.
Are you a big enough fan of Power Rangers to play Fortnite?
No. Nothing can make me play Fortnite. No force in the world can make me play Fortnite.
Okay, well, there are Fortnite rumors claiming that we're going to be having Power Rangers skins and characters in the game.
Oh. For them. Recently we also had Metal Gear characters in Fortnite too, right? Like Raiden.
Yeah. Chapter 5 had the Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Family Guy. I'm wondering if...
Funny.
Yeah.
Peter Griffin gunning down, Solid Snake. Sure.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you wondering where we are right now?
Yeah, I am. Is this like a resistance thing?
Oh, no. Did you hear that guy? He said, Hail Mitchell.
Yeah, I heard it. Okay, where is this?
We're at Black Mesa East.
Oh, we're back at Black Mesa? Okay.
No, not Black Mesa. Black Mesa East in Half-Life 2.
Oh, that
remember,
one. The secret hideout.
Yeah, remember.
Okay.
Yeah, remember the lift here?
Yeah, this is the place where we go to Ravenholm, right?
Yeah, this is where we meet up with Dog.
Yeah, I remember now.
Hold on a sec. I gotta take care of something.
Okay. Let's pause.
Sorry about that. Very unprofessional of me, but I had to take care of something.
That's fine.
I'm just gonna leave that in.
Yeah, you're the boss.
Just like whatever the hell y'all heard in the background. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't hear nothing.
Yeah. Okay. So, this would have been a nice place to put in some night vision goggles. Just saying.
Yeah, I guess they forgot.
Just forgot their own selling point game mechanics. Yeah, sure.
Just like parkour.
Real fucking classy. Jeez. Okay. So, I'm curious of which that as far as Power Rangers go, they're obviously going to have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
I'm curious if they're probably only just going to have those characters. It'd be nice if they had others, but probably not. It's just a shame because the original Green Ranger, that guy, he passed away. If I can remember his name. Fuck. This is terrible. I really should have remembered his name.
It's fine. Rest in peace, whoever he is.
Yeah.
Who would you like to see in the Fortnite? Who would you like to see as a Fortnite skin?
Jason David Frank. Oh, wait, sorry. I was talking about the Ring Power Rangers still. I want something real obscure. Something to really fuck with you, you know? Alright? Something only for
only
the
OG fans will understand.
Yeah. Only OGs would get this. If they got... I'm thinking. I want something ridiculously obscure. If they can get anybody, they should get the most obscure thing possible, right?
Yeah, the cheapest one.
Actually, I want Gex.
Gex? Who the hell is that?
You don't know what Gex is? The PlayStation.
Okay, the PlayStation character. Yeah, the chameleon.
I want a human proportioned Gex in Fortnite.
Yeah, I could go with that. Sure. It wouldn't make me play the game, but sure, I can have a laugh at it.
Okay, you said that no force on heaven or earth could compel you to play Fortnite, right?
Yeah, maybe maybe a Souls character, just maybe.
If they have the chosen undead in there.
Yeah, like Solaire.
I'm surprised they don't already have Solaire.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it. Okay. What else? Speaking of Dark Souls, we had some Elden Ring news drop pretty recently.
Oh, yeah.
Supposedly, Tencent, who also worked on the PUBG Mobile and Call of Duty mobile apps, are working on an Elden Ring adaptation.
Oh no!
For mobile.
Oh no!
That will be free to play.
Oh no!
But with in-app purchases.
Oh no! Yeah, that's all the red flags you can possibly have.
It has real Diablo Immortal vibes, right?
Yeah.
Do you not have phones?
So is it going to be like Elden Ring, but with like booby armor, like fantasy booby armor. You know what I'm talking about?
I think it's going to be more like the Genshin Impact mobile game, if anything. I think it's going to be more like Genshin Impact.
Like with gacha mechanics?
Yeah, possibly. That's what I... Look where we are!
Oh. Okay, I remember this one.
Did I remember... Yeah, remember what I said about this being the Half-Life 2 speedrun?
Yeah. It is.
This looks terribly fun. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting prepared ahead of time.
So
I know what's coming up.
Like, are we here after the events of Half-Life 2?
I think, like, we are ourselves the events of Half-Life 2. I think Mitchell and his crew are supposed to be the people that were attacking Black Mesa East during the events of Half-Life 2. But that makes no sense.
We aren't Combine, are we?
We are working with the Combine.
Yeah, but, like, we aren't dressed in, like... No, Combine is a whole different thing. Like they're like genetically engineered soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Mitchell is just a mercenary.
Yeah, that whole conversation with Boris was us convincing them to join us, lend their resources, so that we can join the Combine to hunt down Gordon Freeman, because he duffed up Mitchell some 20 years ago. So let me get this straight. This guy who's been waging a war against the Combine for potentially 20 years with his child soldier army has now decided to join the Combine, who have destroyed the Earth and enslaved the human race just because he doesn't like Freeman.
Yeah, he's just so butthurt over it, I guess.
It's like he was aware of the events of Half-Life 2 and the preceding games to know how important he would be, and not just like some random scientist that wanted to not get killed by soldiers, right?
Just, I guess the kind of... I mean, Half-Life 2, the original game, does the same thing too.
Yeah, by making Gordon seem all that important. Also, all those guys just ran out of that room like fucking ducks.
That's some shitty AI.
It's like I said, it's just swarm AI.
Yeah, they're like lemmings, lemmings?
And yeah, not nearly as adorable either.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah, at least we're over with it.
Mm. I think it would be getting back to Elden Ring. I think it'd be very difficult to try to adapt any kind of Souls game to mobile, right? Especially a 3D one.
I can't really see how that would be possible. Like, you need to at least have some, like, controls similar to a DualShock controller.
It feels like a lot of work for something that no one's really asking for.
I mean,
again, a lot like Diablo Immortal.
I'm sure it's gonna make a lot of money because it's Elden Ring, and it's free. And Tencent is a pretty big company, so they can put some actual resources to it.
Yeah, I don't. I think it will come out workable. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out.
Okay, are you planning to play it?
God, no. I don't play mobile games. You look at my my whole list, you'll not see a single mobile game there.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, that's respectable.
All right. Oh, this weapon's glowing. Oh. We got a double barrel shotgun with a flashlight.
Another Unity asset flip.
Yeah, it does look a little out of place. It looks really fucking huge, doesn't it? It's like either Mitchell has it really close to his face or that gun is a little too big.
Yeah, it's like disproportionate, compared to the other guns.
So this is weird. Welcome to Ravenholm, by the way.
Another Half-Life 2 ripoff, okay.
Yeah, so we're just chasing after Mitchell at this point.
Oh, yeah. Gordon.
So, Freeman. We're chasing the Freeman. So you think that I was supposed to climb this pipe, right? This looks like the way you're supposed to go.
Yeah, parkour, finally, right?
Yeah. Yes, I'm aware of the screen tearing, people. I tried as best I could. Anti-aliasing, configuration, everything. You go into Notepad++. If that's about the final straw you can go without turning to full-on mods. So you think you're supposed to...
aren't supposed to go from here?
Yeah, you would think that it would be the obvious pipe that you would need to take to get out of here. But, no. And maybe there on the right, you see that gate over there? Maybe that's the way we're supposed to go. No. We're actually supposed to go through this bush.
What?
Yeah. This is the critical path.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right, but no, somehow it is.
Uh-huh. Like, again, the fundamentals of game design are missing here, right? Clearly putting where your path is supposed to go or anything.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. Like, you have to like somehow indicate where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, you could use like signs or like you could use like diegetic lighting. It's just like nothing, man. Jeez.
Yeah, it's just like a Gmod map. It's just empty map with some enemies in it.
Let's hide the critical path behind a shit ton of bushes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I also have some Souls-like related news.
Oh yes, we should talk about that because we brought up you brought up Bloodborne last time, but there is some Bloodborne related news actually.
Yeah, but like it's not the kind we've been looking for, unfortunately.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah. So do you remember the Bloodborne PSX demake?
Yeah, I saw.
They
I saw
made
the demo
like the
for
starting
that.
path of Bloodborne and like made it into a PS1 game. I thought it was pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
The same team working on the game. They were working on Bloodborne Kart.
Yeah,
a racing game spin-off for Bloodborne.
See, that's great because like that time was like everyone was making a kart game to like compete with Mario Kart. So that makes perfect sense.
No, it did, but it turns out that Sony didn't like that.
Jesus Christ!
Oh God!
I'm getting I got fucking shredded. It's just like 5 of them spawned on top.
You got bodied. You got bodied hard.
I got bodied. Oh. So I'll just fuck it. I'm just gonna run. Who cares?
Yeah.
Bloodborne Kart. I saw the trailers for that and stuff.
Yeah, so I listened to some of the soundtrack. It sounded great. Mm-hmm. I would have loved to see it come true, but no. Unfortunately, Sony contacted the development team, and they issued like some kind of cease and desist, and they're saying that now they have to like scrub off all the references to Bloodborne from the game. Which probably also includes the characters and the music. Which really sucks.
You might have missed it, but there was a subtitle there. A rebel was talking, and the subtitle just read brackets death. It was
brackets death?
It was like open brackets death, close brackets death.
Okay.
Yeah, it's another lean into the memes and whatnot. It's just like subtitle death. Yeah, that cease and desist sucks. It's stupid. Actually, you know what? The Bloodborne thing kind of reminds me of something. You remember, Metroid, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So Metroid, there was a long period where there were no games coming out. And there was a lot of people making like their own fan mod versions of like Super Metroid and Fusion. And like, there was one that was getting a lot of hype. I could look it up in a minute. There was one that was getting a lot of hype, and then Nintendo put out like a cease and desist as well.
As they always do.
They always do, yeah. That got a lot of pushback because people were like, well, if you're not going to do anything with Metroid, why can't anyone else? And then, like, I felt like that got the ball rolling for, like, Nintendo to actually do something with Metroid after such a long time. And, like, they went third party with it. They got a third party involved to develop remake of
Metroid
Samus.
Prime and the Metroid Dread.
Oh no! Not that. This goes further back because Mercury Steam was the developer for a remake of Return of Samus, and that was called Samus Returns, and it came out in 2017. Okay. That Mercury Steam is also the same developer of Metroid Dread. Came out a year or so back at this point.
Which is a pretty good game.
Yeah, at least Nintendo had enough foresight to see that there was an audience and actually do something with it, even if
it's Metroid. It's one of the best NES games of all time. Of course, it has an audience.
Yeah, and of course, there's Super Metroid. There's Metroid Prime. A lot of those titles have big fan bases. Well,
yeah, classic games.
They're classic games, but Metroid's never been considered to be a huge system seller. It mostly has a strong niche audience. Mostly because it's the one Nintendo property that's very mature.
Yeah, now that I think about it, it kind of is. Yeah, it is. I can't think of another example.
Yeah, I've played.
Now to think about it, Nintendo has a bunch of IPs that they're just sitting on doing nothing with. For example, Earthbound, or
I feel like
that racing game I forgot about. What was called?
You know what? I feel like the reason why they don't is because of Smash. So Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers.
So?
Because if they're in Smash Brothers, that means they're not in any kind of legal limbo. You have to do something with this property over a certain amount of time, or else it'll enter the public domain or something. But they actually have to.
What the hell? Oh.
What? What is it?
I thought the game froze. Okay. It's just it's just from my end. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. So.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is shouldn't Smash Bros be a really good reason for them to make a game from these IPs, because it's basically free marketing for those games.
Yeah, in some cases, those games, giving a light to certain past characters and whatnot, have certainly pushed other Nintendo properties to the forefront and convinced them to release them in the West. This is what happened with Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
And Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Oh yeah, Super Smash Bros. Melee kickstarted Fire Emblem in the West. Really.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, now it's become the point that if we have these characters in Smash, we don't actually have to make a game for them, because we are technically using their license for something.
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Oh, hey! What's this place?
Oh yeah, it's the same area. I remember now.
Dreadfully familiar.
Yeah, the graveyard.
It's just what did I say about this being the speedrun version?
Yeah, Gordon Freeman speedrun.
Crazy laugh. There he is. He's running away. Look. There's the Freeman.
Oh. Go, Mitchell. Go hunt down the Freeman.
I'm just thinking that is the closest we ever get to Gordon Freeman.
Sucks for Mitchell. By the way, the racing game I was talking about, that was F-Zero. I just looked it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's the Captain Falcon property.
Yeah.
They did actually do something new with F-Zero recently.
With the that
F-Zero 99.
F-Zero 99. I remember.
It's just what?
The Battle Royale game.
Cool. Yeah, that was kind of cool.
The idea sounds really cool. I watched some of it. And there was also Super Mario 99 too, I think.
Yeah. Well, getting to the point I was trying to make, I feel like Nintendo had the foresight to see they have an audience for Metroid, obviously, but I don't know if Sony had the foresight to actually do anything with Bloodborne. Even if this gets an outcry for why can't anyone else do anything with Bloodborne? I don't think they're actually going to do anything. We'll have to see. Yeah. Also, how the hell did we get here?
Yeah, that's from Ravenholm to this. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bright, sunny day around here. In fact, it looks a little overexposed.
Yeah, it was just It was middle of the night in the Ravenholm.
Maybe these levels are just like biomes in like Super Mario or something, where it's just like, this is the dark area in Ravenholm. Oh, there's G-Man again.
Not again.
Yeah, it really treats the levels just like they are just like Mario levels. Like, this is the place that's dark with the haunted mansion. And here's the place where it's like another busy-looking street where you can have gunfights.
Yeah, but for Bloodborne, I think that it's completely fine if they don't make like a Bloodborne 2, but like, it's not fair that they can just sit on the IP all the time and like not even doing a remaster, but at the same time, stomping out fan games.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm not interested in Bloodborne 2. I'm actually more interested in people taking inspiration from Bloodborne or any FromSoft game. Lies of P came out last year. That was very Bloodborne-like, and it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I have it in the to-do list. I have it on the to-do list.
Yeah, maybe we can see a review on it later.
Oh, look! Woo!
Damn, that's actually kind of cool.
So little did you know, but whenever you were doing sick jumps in your go-kart in Half-Life 2,
Mitchell was just underneath you.
Mitchell was watching. So I think this level actually takes place under all of the Antlions area from Half-Life 2. Like, we're kind of below,
I guess so,
Freeman. We're below Freeman right now, so like, this is where like their it's like their home or something. Like,
like
their hive.
Underneath the desert biome.
Yeah, we're under there in these caves. It's I don't know. This area is kind of a maze, really. It's just a lot of dead ends and bad collision too. Oh, is this another dead end? Yes, it is.
Oh, really?
Jeez. Yeah, it's a freaking maze, man.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
The catacombs from Dark Souls 3.
The
Carter's catacombs.
Are you thinking of Dark Souls 3 or the other ones that were... Like the one that was down in Dark Souls 2 with the caves with the rotten?
Yeah, that counts too, like with the green color scheme.
You know what? Yeah, I feel like a lot of... there's a lot of areas in Dark Souls games that are very... Actually, now, I know that Dark Souls games get derided for all their swamps and whatnot. And I was about to say that there's a lot of Dark Souls areas that are very similar, but then I just thought about it for like more than half a second. It's like, no, not really. Maybe I'm just brain rot because I got brain rot because I'm a Dark Souls. Yeah, where it's just like, the catacombs in Dark Souls 1 is completely different from the other catacombs in Dark Souls 3.
Maybe that's just the brain rot talking, who knows?
Yeah, obviously. Alright, do we have some other topics we wanted to bring up? I believe you had one?
So Celeste, do you remember Celeste?
I remember Celeste. I love Celeste.
So this is like the 6th anniversary of Celeste, and they released like a fan game of it called Celeste 64, which is like Celeste, but 3D.
Yeah, I saw that.
It looks pretty cute.
Yeah, it does look pretty adorable. It certainly looks a whole lot better than actual N64 games.
Yeah, I know you have some hot takes on Mario 64. I was thinking of getting to that, actually. Maybe later in this podcast.
Well, hold on. Look at this area, right? It's like a...
free health, I guess.
Like lots of health. I wonder what could possibly happen.
Oh, it's a boss fight, okay.
Yeah. It's just like... doesn't that look familiar? I'm just gonna leave.
Can you do that?
I tried to.
Oh, I guess you can't.
Yeah, you actually can't. They turned climbing off for some reason. It's like they almost really wanted you to actually play this fight.
Which we don't want to do.
I wish you could just pull a Deus Ex and just, run past them and close the door in their face,
Yeah, that's the fun thing about Deus Ex, and like the other games similar to that genre.
Yeah. Just like, why can't any other like FPS protagonist do that?
Okay,
Lordy.
Yeah, another news. Have you seen the trailer, the teaser for Sonic 3?
Oh yes. I've seen like a big gloot of like fan-made versions that are trying to be legit. You always have trailers like that for anything. But like this one is just like, hold on, it's for real this time, dogs.
Apparently,
jeez,
from what I can
what a potty mouth, Mitchell.
Wow.
He's just like, geez, what a potty mouth, Mitchell.
Yeah, he's like, a bad mouth. He's a bad mouth.
He's a bad guy. He's a bad man.
Yeah, it's just like Shadow the Hedgehog. Speaking of which, Sonic 3 is going to feature Shadow the Hedgehog.
The ultimate life form.
Yeah, this is the third time we're talking about Shadow the Hedgehog in this podcast.
There's got to be some way that we can insert Sonic-related stuff into every single episode somehow, right?
Incredible, really.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, did you hear that there's a project called Project 06 that is like a fan recreations of like Sonic 06 trying to fix all of its problems?
Wait, is that real?
Oh, yeah, I was being serious.
No. I hope they succeed, but no, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, so this trailer, what are your theories? Do you have fan theories for what the next one's going to be about?
Okay, from what we can tell, it's supposed to be like a recreation of Sonic Adventure 2 from Dreamcast. No, which is one of the more popular games from the Sonic franchise. No.
Yeah, that's what considered one of those entries that you're supposed to take seriously.
Yeah. You know,
yeah,
I know what you mean.
I want it to be a recreation of the plot of Sonic 06. I want it to
be
like
maybe next movie.
Yeah.
Maybe
let's
Sonic
introduce
4.
like a human princess girl and whatnot, and make it very Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Sonic Adventure also has human characters.
Yeah, but specifically, weird. I want the weird like romantic plot between Sonic and that.
That was weirdly fucked up. I hope we never see that ever again.
Just like, I don't know how well this project can go. How can you work around that, really?
Yeah.
It's just speaking like there's only so many problems you can fix.
Yeah, speaking of humans, apparently Jim Carrey is returning again as Robotnik.
Oh, okay.
Which is very surprising, actually. Like, I thought he was supposed to retire.
Yeah, he's kind of like, he's like, who's that guy that's like always saying he's going to retire, but he actually doesn't? Jay-Z, maybe? Yeah. The rapper Jay-Z is just like, this is my last album. Yeah, Jim Carrey was like saying in 2018 that he was going to quit, but then he didn't. And then the Will Smith slap happened, and he was just like, this is the death of Hollywood.
Now I'm quitting for real this time. And now he's in Sonic 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't it be really funny if this was Jim Carrey's final movie?
That, I hope he goes out on a high note. Also, by the way, I hate this level right here. This level is incredibly aggravating to navigate, actually. This is like the one level, I feel like this is like the one level in like the whole game that actually uses the parkour to its fullest. Like every part of it. And it's awful.
It doesn't work.
I hate it.
This is the one time that they can fully utilize it and it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's garbage. Yeah. Jeez. It's just like Jim Carrey, I feel like he's never had a better role than when he played the Grinch,
Yeah,
It's just like
that's another class.
As far as garbage that I'm always going to come out and defend, that's one of them, you know?
Like good kind of garbage?
Yeah, it's so bad it's good, but also because, like, it's directed by Ron Howard, who is like he's a cool dude. It's also, he always includes his brother Clint Howard
That's cute.
and everything. And it's just
That's
like,
really
Clint
cute.
Howard is a national treasure.
Because of his bad acting?
Well, no, he's a great actor. It's just that he's like the epitome of a gremlin, you know?
I see.
Yeah, he just he has a unique charisma, let's say. He's an amazing guy. Yeah, we have a keypad here.
Oh yeah, we need. Oh no.
This is a WIP level. Apparently, it's this is a work in progress level. So I'm just inserting numbers at random. Oh, okay, there we go. I won.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was just inserting.
So they didn't make this part yet?
Yeah, it says it's a work in progress. Who knows? Maybe in another update it's actually done. But I just clicked a few buttons. I clicked like obvious password buttons, like 111 or 12345, and like one of them actually. Yeah, well, one of them actually stuck. So we'll see if it. We'll see if anything's supposed to change. Like I heard the bring there that said like, "Oh, you win."
Was there a human there?
Yeah, there's rebels here. We haven't seen them in a while, and I don't know why they're here or why we're gunning them down. Like, we're all humans, and, like, you don't even know who I am. Unless you actually know that I work for the Combine.
Yeah, maybe we're not Combine suit. Who knows? Probably not.
We have...
Yeah, we still have some time.
B, are
maybe
you
we can reintroduce the new segment.
B, are you looking at the screen right now?
Oh yeah, what the hell is that with that spiral staircase?
What's going on with the walls?
It has no texture.
Yeah, I think we walked into the work in progress part of the game.
Yeah, we're in the back rooms.
Okay, does this
Come
count
back
as,
next month.
Yeah, it's does this count as breaking the game again? I think we're not supposed to be here. And also there's like some floating stuff, like there's some assets just floating in the air.
Yeah. The staircase was like that too. It was just like a bunch of flying platforms.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna end up dying here and have to reload the save. Yeah, there we go. Mitchell, you just need to stop. Alright? What you're gonna do is just gonna screw everyone over. Don't even bother.
Yeah. Oh god.
Okay. Yeah. Subtitled death. That's very funny.
Okay, I just saw it. That is funny.
Yeah. I think some other subtitles also kind of lean into the bad, like the meme of all the bad audio and whatnot. Okay, so I've played this game like 3 times before I did this recording. That's 4 in total. I have never seen this area before. After that, you're supposed to take a ladder to go to the next chapter. This is definitely work in progress stuff. Like, come on. Did I just luck out and like put in an obvious password to get here?
What the?
Yeah, I'm being stubborn.
Did you reload?
I reload the save. I'm being, past me is being stubborn and just like, something's wrong here. What's going on? Why is this here?
Time to investigate.
Yeah. I think I'll just end up playing the whole section. I think there's like, I feel like since this isn't made by Birkin or anything, this is well past that. I think this area actually has some type of mechanic going on. I mean, it's obviously incomplete, but like, come on. Like if you walked into a janked up work in progress area, wouldn't you want to investigate?
Yeah, of course I would.
Yeah. It's like,
that's just my kind of thing.
It's like checking out pre-alpha and whatnot.
Yeah, it's like walking to the back rooms.
Mm-hmm. We're in a literal liminal space right now. A literal liminal space. Floating
I love
panels.
liminal spaces.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. Oh, you wanted to ask me something.
Oh yeah, do we have enough time for the new segment?
Sure, let's
What
do
you
it.
think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna have a new segment called Interrogating Ody.
Oh,
Because I've seen your tier list, and I know for a fact that you have a bunch of hot takes that I would like to talk to you about.
yeah, some
Because yeah,
controversial
really controversial
opinions.
takes, really.
Let's just do one game for now. We can do
Sure.
interrogate Ody on some other stuff later.
Okay, we talked about Saga 64 and also the Nintendo 64, and I look at the tier list and I see that Mario 64 is on the bad list. One of the most recognized games of all time. One of the most recognized 3D platformers of all time. And I see what the hell is going on in there. Did something wrong happen?
Oh no, I played Mario 64 and whatnot. I've seen also.
Did you play it on like Switch?
I played the Switch version, yeah, so it's nice all and cleaned up and whatnot. I also watched a number of speed runs because Mario 64 is a very popular speedrun title.
Yeah, one of the most popular categories, I think.
And I played it myself, and I guess there's a number of factors of why. I mean, like, I tend to like playing older games. There's older games on that list that are, like, significantly older. I played, Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, and I thought that was a really good game, and, like, I felt like that was, like, looking into the future of, like, yeah, this definitely feels like, even though this is an NES title, this feels like I'm looking into the future, where the genre is going.
Yeah, which is what happens, really.
Yeah. But the thing is that I prefer the life cycle in a genre of a console, or where we're at towards the end, where the developers are familiar with the technology and they can find the exploits and do interesting things with it. And that's kind of like what later stage games in general are like the Dracula's Curses of the world.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, now we know the full exploit, we're going to try something really out there. It's the start of it that has the growing pains, though, where it's like, we have a whole new console, and like, even if we're the ones who made it, like, we still are not really there yet, and it has rough edges around it. And like, as much as we are subsumed by the nostalgia of Mario 64, it just doesn't play very well. It feels like every level, is the ice level. And I feel like, I know that my complaints are probably going to fall on deaf ears and whatnot. I've certainly have had friends that will, are ride or die for Mario 64. And, I mean, in their cases, they're usually 10 years older than me. So there's an element of nostalgia blindness going on, too. Okay. So, let's talk about the titles that came out around that time that I really like. I like Metal Gear Solid, and I like Silent Hill. Both of those are early 3D games. Just like Mario 64. But, there's a big difference. Because...
Yeah, Mario 64 is a platformer.
It's not just a change in genre, it's how they're using the technology. Because Team Silent, when they were making Silent Hill, knew that they had a very limited draw distance when they were putting more focus on the polygons of the 3D models they were using, whether it be Harry Mason or other NPCs or the monsters. So when they had that low draw distance, they had the foresight to make it a diegetic reason for why. And it was because there was fog everywhere. So that short draw distance is just part of the aesthetic. It's just
and even now it still is with the new games.
Yeah, it's a brilliant idea, and it's great for a horror game, and it's using your limitations to your advantage. And there's a very similar thing with Hideo Kojima's Metal Gear Solid, Tactical Espionage Action, the full title, by Hideo Kojima, because a lot of that game uses fixed camera angles and a lot of snow effects to kind of obscure the 3D models and make it more about where you need to go rather than just fixating on what everything looks like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like
PS1's game, even PS1 games doesn't look that great either.
Yeah. And like I have immense respect for the developers that decide to stick to their guns and not get caught up in the 3D explosion of the late 90s, and instead focus on making their 2D games better. A great example of that is Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Oh, look, here's a motorcycle.
Yeah, we have a vehicle section! Woo!
That's awful.
It feels like I'm flying on a bar of soap! I love the subtitles that they have here. It's like, one of them says, Scuffles Mike. It's just like a reference to the bad audio. Whoa! Do you see that guy go?
Yeah, I see it.
They're going flying. Things controls like ass. Like some guys talking about Dr.
Like
Green and we're motorbiking through a war zone, and some of his people are just having casual subtitle pain.
Subtitle pain.
Whoa! We just went off a cliff.
Yeah.
And now the motorbike is it's stuck. Yeah, it stalls out in water because because Mitchell sucks and he gets shitty vehicles, not cool go-karts or any kind of like airboats or anything. Oh no, I'm fine. They're shooting me and they're talking about, God, I need a shower. It's just like, what is going on?
They're just so casual about it, aren't they?
It's just like, I'm sniping them out and they're having casual conversations. It's just like, when's lunch? Could really use a coffee.
Gets shot in the head.
Open brackets, death, close brackets. So I was talking about Mario 64.
Mario 64.
I felt like Mario 64 is a goat. It's a lamb put on the altar, all right? Someone had to do it, right? Someone had to make just a 3D game with no bells and whistles and, like, just puts all that ugly, jagged shit on screen, you know? It's like, well, somebody had to do it, you know?
I mean, Mario 64... I mean, technically speaking, Bubsy 3D was the first 3D platformer, and we all know what happened to that one.
Yeah, okay. What's the difference,
like Mario
really?
64's success is that, they managed to solve the problem with the camera, because, that was a very big question, when transitioning from 2D platformers to 3D platformers,
Yeah, I still...
do with the camera? And
I still don't. I'm not convinced that they really solved it, honestly. I still feel like it was really bad.
Oh, really?
Essentially, it just has 3 positions. One really close, one at mid-range, and one that's, like, kind of top-down, really. One that's really far out. It's just like, we fixed the camera issue by giving you 3 options, and you get to decide which one you like.
I see.
I mean, like, what's the difference between that and, like, choosing your difficulty level, right? It's like, if it gave you a slider so that you can decide just how difficult the game is. It's just like, it feels like I'm doing your job. I'm doing your job. It feels like I'm doing your job then. I pay to do your job.
I mean, you have to have some control over the camera when you're playing a platforming game. You can't just, expect the game to be on the perfect camera angle all the time.
Yeah.
So it's best when the game actually allows you to change the camera angles and all.
I get it. I understand why things are designed the way they are. They had limitations at the time, and they were trying to make some workarounds for them. I just feel like there were some people at the time that had better ideas of workarounds than others. It's just like... Also, I'm getting shot at, but like a million feet away. But there are more people, like, in the windows, and they're not shooting.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? They're probably having a casual conversation.
It's just like, It's their lunch break. More death subtitles. On the subject of Mario 64, though. Oh no!
Oh no!
You just said,
Is
oh
this
no,
for real?
one word. It's a little surreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mario 64, I felt like, is an important step in the story of video games. I don't have to enjoy it, though. I found my whole experience to be just rather miserable. It's just like the maps are basically just like floating islands. Like, they're basically like a combination of either grassy balls... Okay.
Yeah, they don't feel like worlds. They just feel like, levels. I know what you're trying to say.
These dumbass NPCs are... I'm standing
they're
right
just
behind them.
there. It's so silly.
Yeah. Like, it's like... It's like...
It doesn't feel immersive. I know what you're trying to say.
They made AI that was capable of seeing, but not hearing. Oh, boy. I just feel like Mario 64 is overrated in many cases.
Is
I
it bad,
kind of
though?
went in... I think it's bad. I just didn't enjoy my experience. It felt like I spent half my time sliding off of floating mud balls in space to my death. And I just wanted it to be over with. It's just like, I might have had fun at some point, but then I just was getting annoyed with it. And it looked like, no matter how much you clean it up, it still is an N64 game. And a lot of those games have aged very poorly.
I mean, some of them didn't, but like visually, I can see how, and technically too, I can see how Mario 64 didn't really age well.
You know
I
what?
understand.
You know what? There's actually a DS remake of Mario 64.
Oh yeah, there is. I thought Switch was based on that remake.
No, it's based off the original.
Okay.
There's a DS version that actually like updates the graphics. Like the more fully like polygonal models. You can also play as Wario and Yoshi.
That's fun.
Yeah, I might try that someday on at some
maybe.
point. Oh wait, I just remembered. Nintendo don't have no way for you to play their DS games anymore.
Oh yeah,
And
that game was for limited time only, right? There was something like that.
well, you didn't hear it from me. But, there's just these emulators around that Nintendo ain't too happy with. So maybe I'll pick it up.
Yeah, I'm all for emulators, so.
Yeah, so am I. Not that obviously Nintendo are very much not.
Yeah, I mean, technically it's illegal, but whatever.
Yeah, screw them.
Yeah, screw the law. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for piracy, to be honest. For the most.
You know
cases.
what? You know what? I have a hot take. All right, it's about the Switch 2, and about Nintendo in general.
2.
I have a hot take about the Switch 2 and Nintendo in general. I think they have a problem. All right, I think they are realizing that they have a vast library that are of games that are dependent on using two screens. Right?
Yeah, like because of the Wii U stuff.
Not just Wii U, but specifically going as far back as the Nintendo DS and the 3DS. Like, they have a library of games that stretch across, like 15, 16 years, and they don't have any modern hardware that can actually play them. Like, they can't make money off all this stuff that they own. Like,
because they can't port them to the new generation?
Well,
because of the screen
there's a problem, though. There's a problem there, though, because, like, a lot of those games are built around using, like, two screens and a touch screen. That, like, if I were Nintendo, I would think of trying to make some way to make these games playable on later hardware. Like, do they need to make, like, a Switch game, like a Switch console that is like a very large version of, like, a DS thing? Or do they need to include more, like, touchscreen mechanics or something? Oh, by the way, we're about to finish up on any kind of, like, shooting or anything in this game.
Thank God. It was atrocious.
No, there's plenty of game left. We have a long way to go,
The rest is like walking simulator?
Yeah. So
I see.
I just killed that guy, and I'm getting on my ultra shiny Crisco bike.
You had to kill everyone before you could leave? Is that what happened?
I had to turn the power on to open the door, but I just killed everyone anyway. From here until the fucking epilogue, yes, the epilogue, we are not going to shoot a damn thing.
How fun.
Yes. Yeah, so we're just going to be driving. We're just going to take Route 66 here.
Well, that's what it was called,
it's
right?
Yeah, this is a whole lot of boring shit. Okay.
If they leave the game on a cliffhanger, it's going to...
Oh, hey!
I've laughed so hard.
Oh, you missed it, but G-Man was in that building over there.
I mean, we've already seen him a couple of times, so...
We've seen him too much. Look at this level. Look at this ugly-ass level. Look where the fucking world ends. It just drops off a cliff.
Yeah. No, it's a sea. I guess it's supposed to be like a coastline thing, but no.
Yeah, it just
geography doesn't work that way, buddy.
I think this is supposed to be like a more somber moment where like Mitchell is alone on the open road. It's just like trying to get somewhere. It's
yeah,
just
along with his thoughts.
And more road. Jeez, man.
They really have to make this part. And they just, cut it out. It wouldn't change anything.
Why is it that the first act would jump you to completely different locations, but yet now in the third act we have to listen to the music, watch the sun, watch the horizon, and drive forever to get somewhere?
Yeah, maybe
nothing happens.
Maybe they were planning to make this into an open world segment. It's side quests and shit. What the hell is that thing?
This is Nova Prospect.
Oh yeah, the prison, right? Oh, we're just driving past it?
No, just bonk into an invisible wall. Okay, so, yeah, since we're working with the Combine, they're just going to let us in, so we're just going to drive onto the elevator here.
That's funny.
Okay, so I tried this before. You see, there's a lip here that keeps the bike from going, even though...
you have to leave the bike.
Yeah, I've gotten this bike over this lip before and taken it further, but for some reason it won't let me take it now, so I'm just gonna fuck off.
Just keep running, Mitchell.
Jeez, keep chasing that Freeman. Keep hunting him down. Okay. So, did you have anything else you want to bring up? Because I have something.
Let me see. Okay. I can talk about something. I saw this Kotaku article talking about this dog called Peanut Butter. And he's apparently a speedrunner in the NES game called Gyromite.
Okay,
so this dog is able to speedrun the game.
Whoa, what the hell?
Using, like, treats and stuff.
Oh, look where we are.
Oh, yeah. End of Half-Life 2, I think.
Yeah, this is just before... This is where the teleporter where, yeah, this is the teleporter where, Freeman and Alex went in and they disappeared for 2 weeks.
Okay, so as I was saying, this dog, this Shiba Inu dog called Peanut Butter, is able to speedrun the NES game Gyromite, and apparently his personal best is 20 minutes and 29 seconds, and the world record is 24 minutes and 39 seconds.
Oh man!
So it's like 1 minute off from the world record, which I think is hilarious.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah. That dog should definitely keep at it. They might break it.
Yeah, he might just make... Imagine being beaten by a dog, dedicating your entire life to this speedrunning game, and you get beaten by a dog. Such a disrespect.
You might be wondering... Okay,
Oh, yeah,
so
go
we
ahead.
just got shot out of Nova Prospect, and it's broad fucking daylight.
Yeah, that makes
How long
no
were we
sense.
in there? And now we got a cutscene. How the hell?
Yeah, how
Mitchell's in
how did we get here?
prison. What is going on? Mitchell?
Who the hell is this guy?
That's Sasha. That's Boris's daughter.
From Act 1?
She was in Act 2. We saw her as a little girl, although it's basically just the same model.
Oh.
Yeah. You want to know how Mitchell got here? Let me look into my pocket, and I'll show you the explanation. I'm sorry. All I found was this middle finger.
Very accurate. Now we're free? What?
Yeah, ready for more walking simulators? Now we have a stealth section.
Sure, why not?
No, seriously. This is a stealth section in a Source game.
Ew.
Yeah. Like, the Source engine is...
I mean, technically, Half-Life Alyx did that too. So.
Yeah, but that was using a different engine entirely.
Oh, that was Source
and this
too.
is
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
The Source engine itself is quite old, and it was not necessarily designed... wasn't necessarily designed for stealth. So the best you can really do is just be outside of the enemy's, like, proc range, really. Yeah.
Did you have...
Really, this is just...
Did you have some news of your own, too?
Yeah, I do, in fact. Do you have any thoughts on Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League?
I've seen some footage, and from what I can see, it's bad.
You know what? Unlike other bad live service games that come out, I actually feel bad for the developers in this case. Yeah, you have to feel...
Yeah, Rocksteady, right?
You have to feel sorry.
Rocksteady had some great games.
Well, it's not only that. Rocksteady was, like, working on this for, like, 9 years because it was, like, given, like, 1,000 different delays for different reasons. And, like, came out, like, with news early in 2023 with, like, what exactly the game is. Oh, G-Man's on that tower, by the way.
Oh.
And, like...
Piss off, G-Man.
Got a lot of negative attention because of the live service stuff that was... Which at this point is, like, a bit of a dying trend, really. I have to imagine...
And that's a good thing.
It is, yeah, it's good for us, but not so much for people's that work in games, whose livelihoods are dependent on their games being successful.
Like, from what I can tell, Rocksteady was pretty much pushed by the publisher to do these stuff.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
I know that Rocksteady can make some really good games.
I absolutely agree with you. I feel like there was an intent to make a good game at some point that was maybe going to be like a group game, a 4-player co-op game. And it was centered around Killing the Justice League. And then it was just delayed, and more involvement from Warner Brothers, trying to make the game how they wanted it, which was basically make it like everything else that's financially successful. You know what? I want the version of Suicide Squad where Mitchell's in there, because he's going on right now about how he's the villain of the story.
Yeah, Mitchell would make a great DC character.
You know what? Is Hunt Down the Freeman really all that different from Suicide Squad? I mean, like, what's the difference?
I mean,
like, Mitchell's hunting down Freeman. The Suicide Squad are hunting down the Justice League.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to argue here.
Perfect logic. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of negative attention from reviewers that are getting early stuff right now for Suicide Squad.
Yeah, like, I've seen some posts too, and people are really upset at, how especially Batman was portrayed in the game.
Oh yeah, it's not just like the behind the scenes stuff that's bad. Apparently the actual creative decisions are not going over very well. This is supposedly one of the last voice roles for Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, like, this is supposed to be like the send-off to Kevin Conroy's Batman, and like the way they handle it is just atrocious. It's almost disrespectful, really.
Yeah, it was definitely recorded years and years ago before this got delayed, and they had to try to mangle the dialogue that they had to make it work with the plot. Oh, Jesus!
Damn, what the?
You Lord in heaven. No, thank you. Oh, hi. It's that guy. It's Adam. What's his name?
Mitchell, run.
Now time for not a walking simulator, but a running simulator as we get shot at.
Simulator.
Yeah.
Why did they kill her?
That's a very excellent question. You can forward all of your questions to gofuckyourself.gmail.com. At gmail.com.
Thank you. Yeah, that's at gmail.com.
It's just like, that domain's just going into the void.
Oh, another cutscene.
Yeah, I've seen the Batman-related stuff to Suicide Squad. It's a shame, really. I don't even know if this is related to Rocksteady's Arkhamverse. It seems to be playing halvesies with making a new continuity or being the old continuity. Obviously, Gotham Knights was related to Rocksteady's previous Arkhamverse-related stuff. I don't think if this is related to the Rocksteady stuff, then it makes no goddamn sense. Morty, I don't know.
By the way, have you seen the Green Lantern's bio from the game?
I actually did hear about some Green Lantern-related scuffle going around.
Yeah, basically, there's a character bio for Green Lantern, and he's a black person, and in the bio they call him one of the good ones. What the fuck?
What is that supposed to mean exactly?
It's one of the good ones, like
really telling on yourself there.
Yeah, like that's some failure on common sense.
Hi, G-Man.
Oh, it's G-Man again. Not you again.
This is the worst that G-Man has to, like, he's in broad daylight, out in, like, some grassy hills. This is, like, completely sucking away.
His model doesn't work in open light.
Yeah, this is completely sucking away any kind of interest or, like, enigma to, or obfuscation, anything to G-Man. He's basically just businessman, like your realtor, your fucking landlord being like, our deal is fulfilled.
He's like your landlord.
Jesus. We asked you to kill Mr. Freeman. You did technically fulfill the job, so we don't really need you anymore. Now, this is where all the secrets are revealed.
I really don't care, man.
Yeah, it's... Fucking prepare yourself, because it's only gonna get worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, G-Man's model really looks awful here because of the lighting.
Yeah.
Like, all the times we see G-Man, it's it's in a rather dark area, and that's what makes it work.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what happened at the start of the game. So what you're telling me is that the most obvious thing in the fucking world happened, right? Turned out that guy...
So turns out he isn't Gordon Freeman.
Turns out he actually isn't Gordon Freeman. Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thought?
It's almost like in the original Half-Life, we never did anything like this, or wore a helmet at any point. Now we're at his perspective.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At least this map looks cool.
Okay, so get ready. What's gonna happen? Who is under the helmet?
Let's see who it is.
Fuck off, G-Man.
What? Why is he here all of a sudden?
Oh no. Who could it be? Oh no, what a shock.
This is so goofy.
It turned out it was that guy. at the start of the game.
I don't even know his name.
Yeah, if you weren't paying attention, you'd be quite shocked right now. Because you'd be asking yourself, who the hell is that?
Exactly my thoughts.
So yeah, it's this guy it was Adam. He was the sniper at the start of the game. Apparently he hung out with us the whole time for the past 20 years. And then, like, right at the end, he's like,
For some reason.
Oh, I'm just gonna kill Sasha just because it's shocking. It's like, all of this is just for shock value, really. It's just like, you've had my permission to die. It's just like, oh man, those creative writing 101 courses are really paying off.
Yeah, like the ones I took in my fucking college. Academic writing.
It's just like, I'm just doing this to fill some credit, alright? I just need some college credit, alright? Yeah, this lighting is awful for J-Man. Okay, so what's up next? Well, we're here now.
This looks like a Dark Souls match.
Yeah, it's like a Dark Souls match. If the Dark Souls level was melting. I think this is taking place in between the 2 weeks that Alex and Gordon had disappeared in Half-Life 2. I'm not quite sure of the timeline, honestly. I don't know how Mitchell got in prison or how long he was there. Like, we could be anywhere right now. Like, fuck it. We could be like... This could be like taking place during episode 1 or 2 for all we know.
Yeah, maybe in Half-Life 1.
Oh, it's taking place back in time? Yeah, probably not.
Who knows?
Yeesh. Okay. So what level is this? Okay. You might be asking yourself, how the hell did we get here? We just went into a door and now we're here.
Yeah, exactly my thought.
So, I'm gonna search for the reason why. I type in, how the hell did we get here, and hunt down the Freeman. And the domain it sent me was, gofuckyourself.com.
Oh, not that guy again.
Okay. Look, Mitchell says here that Gordon will be back in a few hours, right? So, like,
yeah, okay.
He's completely wrong, obviously. If you mean by a few hours, you mean by a few days. So, you may be asking yourself, what the hell are we doing right now? What's our goal?
Why are we still going after Freeman?
No, we're going after
the truth.
I think we're going after Combine right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're fighting Combine again.
Oh, yeah, we are. You're right.
Also, did you notice how much health I have?
You don't have the health bar right now, so...
Yeah, wait and see what the health bar looks like.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are the stalkers, right?
Yeah. This whole place is full of them. 194. I have 200 health. For some reason...
How does that make any sense?
Is
that like a bug?
No, that's supposed to happen. Like, for whatever reason, you got fucking supercharged, and you have, like, twice the amount of health.
Okay, sure. Maybe this is like the Mitchell's hero moment.
Yeah, what a hero. Jeez. Yeah, so this entire level was completely redone. So, like, in the original 2018 retail version, there was no interior whatsoever. It was essentially a tower with a bunch of ladders and platforms. And it was a tower defense. You had to wait...
That sounds awful.
You had to wait 15 minutes for your mom to pick you up from
15
school.
Minutes?
You had to wait 15 minutes as a tower defense, waiting for your mom to pick you up from school.
That's the kind of shit you do in the Warframe.
Yeah, it's pretty. That was pretty jank.
Yeah.
So the newest versions actually make an entire level with actual like mechanics. Because this one's built around using the secondary fire of the pulse rifle to power up doors and elevators.
Like in Half-Life 2.
Yeah, it's almost like an actual level.
Oh, the music was cool.
Yeah, this has been like completely redone. It was like a 15-minute tower defense where you had to use like 4 or 5 turrets in order to like fight off all the guys that were coming in through the catwalk. And plus there were the gunships too.
Thank God we don't have to play that retail version.
Yeah, thank God we're not playing that one. Yeah, you had your own turret and everything. It was lame. This is gonna take a while, trust me. So they really they extended this one, but at least it actually is playable. Like it's an actual game.
That's good.
Yeah.
What?
I wanted to get back to Rocksteady because I have played only one of the Arkham games. I've only played the first one, Arkham Asylum, way back when it came out at release.
Yeah, I played the demo for Arkham Knight. That's what I remember.
I was just thinking, like, yeah, that was a pretty good game. I'm not as sold on everyone.
It was.
I'm not like super sold on it. I think the plot is a little boilerplate, really, and like boss fights were kind of boring. But I think overall it was a really good game.
Why did you put it on the list?
Yeah, if you search for it, you'll see in the middle of the good tier. In fact, in the middle of the good tier is a whole lot of like classic games.
Yeah, like Link's Awakening.
Yeah, there's a lot of like classic games that are like considered like the standards of their genre. That I'm like, yeah, that's good. It's not my favorite, but I can see why people like it, and I enjoyed it. You know, very like, I'm sure like there's some people that are gonna get
yeah, I'm sure like some of these games are some people's favorite ever games.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like Dragon Age Origins or XCOM Enemy Unknown. It's just like definitely someone's favorite game, just not mine. But I enjoyed my time with it.
I understand.
Yeah, just like I don't want anyone coming after me. I don't want anyone coming after me for it, though.
I hope they won't.
Yeah. Yeah. At least it's not. I don't feel like I have as controversial opinions on those games.
Oh, parkour.
Yeah, they added a parkour segment in here.
Well, it wasn't there in the retail version, right?
Yeah, in the original, again, it was just a tower of a bunch of open space and a couple of stairs to do a like tower defense, and for 15 minutes straight.
It's so funny how you had to like quick save before the jump.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I fucked this one up before, I remember. You know what? What I want to see? What I want to see is a C note change in like how games are made in general, you know? I want people to stop wasting 9 years to make a game with the overly long development cycles needed to make these AAA games. And instead, like, take all those billions of dollars, make a bunch of small teams of people who will, like, try to convince you with their idea, right? It's just like, we have something that we can make within, like, 2 years, smaller project, we only need, like, a few $100 million to make it, and it could probably be really popular and still live in the zeitgeist, right? Because 9 years is a long time.
Yeah, I mean, like, it would suck to, be in a team working on that game for 9 years, just so it turns out that it sucks.
Yeah, that's why I feel sad for, like, Rocksteady specifically, because, like...
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, the problem is that it's just not a technical problem. Like, it's a managerial problem.
Absolutely.
And that's not... No, that's one of the biggest problems. Because, many of the world's problems managerial.
Mm-hmm. All right, so now we're at the top.
Oh yeah, this is the tower defense part.
Yeah, so this is where the tower defense part has been pushed to the very top.
To the very end. That's good.
Look at the very top left corner, by the way. Can you read that?
Zoom in again.
No, the screen. Look at the top right. Top left.
Oh yeah,
of the
what's
screen.
that text?
It says rescue, and it's.
What's that mean?
Well, there's supposed to be a timer under there telling you how many minutes until you get rescued.
Oh,
So
it's like the final part of Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, but the problem is it didn't load properly, so it's like half of the second letter E has been cut off, and the timer isn't there at all.
Oh.
So, some nice, delightful bugs.
At
least they tried. This one is much shorter, though. It's only 3 minutes.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where are the enemies? Oh, there they are.
They're coming. It's just like, just put all of your turrets in just one corner and whatnot. Spread out just a little bit. Point them at all the exits. You'll be fine. You have like 200 health. You'll live.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way you can lose, so...
Yeah, basically. Yeah, they keep throwing grenades to throw the turrets off. But again, they just get pushed back behind this wall so I can pick them up.
Yeah.
Except for the ones that fly off in random directions. It's like a gajillion of fucking grenades, man. They also
I mean, at least it makes sense that they would do that.
I still feel like 3 minutes is still too long, though. At least not 15.
At least it's not 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, there's a difference, but it's still getting... Like, if you were to be beaten by a whip for 15 or 3 minutes, you're going to take the 3 minutes, but it's still getting beaten, right?
Yeah. I understand you.
Lord in heaven, dudes. Relax.
Yeah.
It sucks, too, because I could just look at my watch or my phone to see how much time is left, but, like, it's like I still don't know exactly how much time is left.
It's the display problem, right?
Yeah.
The reason why the timer isn't showing up.
Time isn't showing up. It didn't load properly.
Oh, okay.
Because there's other times I've played this and it loaded just fine. Maybe a little bit of it was cut off. Now it's just cut off like almost all of it. Yeah. There's like a million of the medpack juices around here. And you could... The weird artificial thing here, too, is that you could tell how much time you really actually have left by how many turrets you have. Because these turrets explode at one point. Not by how much damage they have, but like how much...
At a set time?
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
Because, like, there'll be no one up here just, like, shooting at you at all or tossing any grenades. And the turret will just set itself on fire and destroy itself.
Just like how turrets do. Man, after this we actually need to play... We need to play an actually good game.
Oh, no,
podcast.
I only know bad games at this point.
Oh, no.
After playing this, I can never go back. Hunt down the Freeman. Oh, it's such a good game.
Once you go Freeman, you never go back.
Once you hunt down the Freeman, you can never hunt anything else. Hunt down the Freeman, 10 out of 10, best game ever.
Yeah, you have terminal brain cancer at that point.
Yeah, the brain rot has...
Did
you see that? Did you see that turret?
Yeah.
It just set itself on fire.
Yeah, maybe it got hacked or something.
I have no idea. The plot said that the turret had to go away. Oh shit! You know, this
so
is
what do you
kind of
think
like...
we should play next?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question. What are you interested in? I could show you some of the stuff.
Depends on what you have recorded.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to show you what exactly I have full recordings of. Because I was thinking we could play full walkthroughs as well as abridged walkthroughs. You know, if it's an especially long game, I would only just include the highlights.
Yeah.
Like, I have a pretty full playthrough of Persona 4, the original for the PlayStation 2.
Damn.
That took a while. It's not...
Yeah, that's a very long game, like 100 hours.
Yeah, it's not complete, obviously. It's abridged, but it includes a good bit. Also, my health is regenerating right now.
For plot reasons. It's literally plot armor.
Yeah, it's effectively we are playing Call of Duty at this point. Like, we are shooting up gunships and destroying...
we're shooting down helicopters by ourselves.
Carrying a minigun, destroying hundreds of faceless enemies as our health regenerates. Like, I don't even need
Call of Duty
to
at that point. That's just Rambo.
Yeah. A lot of Call of Duty is like being your personal Rambo anyway.
Yeah, kind of. It's also about glorifying the defense industry, the military-industrial complex.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I think the game's over at this point. We could finally go home.
We can finally leave this behind.
Okay, now for the ending cutscene.
Alright, let's see it.
So Nick was the guy that got this out of there.
Oh, it's that guy again.
Yeah.
Man,
Nick,
this is just MGS5.
Yeah, Nick, not Nick. And Adam somehow got back here? Somehow? Jesus, that artifact in the background.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's Mitchell!
It's just like, you expect him to do the Jesus pose at some point, right? This is the MLG character, you know?
Man, I miss the MLG days. No, MLG montages.
Yeah.
Phase gaming.
Yeah. What kind of... Oh no!
I got fucked up.
Yeah, he's screwed. Oh no! What's he gonna do?
So funny.
Look at them run. They look like they're going to break their bones.
Yeah, boneless.
This is kind of like when you're watching a police procedural and you're just watching the cop like run after the crook and whatnot.
Yeah, the finals, the climax of the cop movie.
Oh shit! Oh man.
Mitch, look. Mitch, please.
I feel like in this cutscene we're gonna learn why Mitchell is so mad. Oh Jesus!
Mitch, please, or more like bitch, please. Man, this is such a The Room moment.
This is supposed to be badass, but it's lame.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like badass, but just funny.
Yeah, you have my permission to die. It's just like someone had watched a bunch of 80s action movies and were just like, I need to make a whole game about it, man. Oh no, he's so sad that he had to kill it.
Then why did you kill it, man?
Because he fucked up his face. Oh, hi, G.
Yeah, man. I know. Then why are you sad about it?
She's like, that was 20 years ago, Mitch. Get over it. God, we were in high school back then. We all do dumb stuff.
Do we learn why he did that? Why Adam did all that stuff?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah! So
it's a cliffhanger, okay.
Hunt down the Freeman. Created and directed.
Wow. He is so proud of it.
You just said that, like, you don't want this to be a cliffhanger. Well, I hate to say it.
It is.
It's just as much a cliffhanger as episode 2 was, honestly.
Yeah, I get it.
So, how does Mitchell know about Borealis, and why would he want to go there?
I have no idea. I guess you can mail that to, fuckyourself.com.
Oh, yeah. I got their, I checked out their email address, but they also have a P.O. box. You open it up, and there's just a note that says, go fuck yourself. Yeah, very special thanks to the 2022 Operation Whiskey Freedom build. Thank you for your contribution to try to improve this shitfest. Your service will be recognized.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the mod, I guess it will be just unplayable.
Yeah, it was cheats on the original version. Oh man, I can't. Did we miss the voice acting?
Oh,
we got patrons right now.
That's a long list.
Seriously, thank you guys. Okay, HD the drama with Okay, so I'm gonna make a quick pause, real quick.
All right.
I will play the further on, but I have some special stuff I want to share. So, in the before we continue, there's an end bit. There are two. We got one ending, but there actually are 3 endings to hunt down the Freeman.
What?
Yeah, you get. If you die on the last mission, you can get one of 2 different cutscenes.
Like in the tower defense section?
Yeah, if you die in any part of the last mission, you will get a death cutscene that plays afterwards. So, I'm going to show both of them to you. So get ready. Yeah, here we are. So I'm just going to let myself die.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Mitchell is in heaven.
Okay. But who is that? Remember the opening cutscene? Okay, stop. So, what you just saw there, remember how a while back we talked about opposing forces? The separate story to the original Half-Life. So you played as
Shepard.
You played as Adrian Shepard.
Yeah, right. So what's that got to do with this? Wasn't that Shepard?
Yeah, but Mitchell's full name is Mitchell Shepard. Remember the opening cutscene?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
so
trying
that's
to
his, father.
Yeah, no. It's implying that Adrian and Mitchell are brothers, and they were separated at the orphanage.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Whatever,
lame.
man.
That's lame. Okay, there's one more cutscene.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it for you. Okay, so I'm here at the top. I'm just gonna throw myself.
This game was supposed to be like the opposing forces of Half-Life 2.
Well, just watch for a second. Hold on.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I know this. So funny.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Really? Really, guys? And that's it.
Oh man.
The end. Okay. So that was Hunt Down the Freeman. A full playthrough with all endings. So Beetorias, what did you think of Hunt Down the Freeman?
It was a catastrophe.
Oh yeah.
I know how else to put it.
Yeah,
like the way I see it, I like to call this game the Room of video games.
Oh.
No, the movie The Room.
It's so bad it's good.
From Tommy Wiseau.
Honestly, I kind of hated this game more and more when I realized how many times I had to play it in order to get a proper recording that didn't look like butt. So, like, my opinion of it just dropped further and further. This game exists to be made fun of.
Yeah, exactly.
This was the proper way to play. This video podcast is the proper way to experience Hunt Down the Freeman. Because playing it yourself is complete butt.
Like, exactly. Like, it looks funny, but when you actually try and play it, it's atrocious and it's not fun at all.
Yeah. There were some amusing things, like last time where we got the bug that we have.
You soft locked the game, basically.
I almost soft locked, and I got the gun.
And also did a bunch of sequence breaking.
Yeah, we got a gun when we weren't supposed to.
You did a bunch of sequence breaks.
Yeah. And those endings are incredibly amusing, but I don't think for the reasons they intended. Yeah, I think he was thinking he would make his own version of, like, opposing force, but it would be for, like, Half-Life 2 and onward.
Because, then I can see how that would make sense, Mitchell being the brother to Edwin Shepard.
Yeah. It's still dumb. It's still very fan fiction-esque.
Yeah, it's still very dumb and fan fiction-y, like, your Sonic OC, do not steal. But, at least I can see the reasoning behind it.
This is my Mitchell OC, please do not steal.
Yeah, like, he's the edgy, shadowy brother to Edwin Shepard.
This is a situation where someone, a grifter, got a whole bunch of money from people and ripped them off and realized that his true talents are not in creating, but in ripping people off. So therefore
Human resources.
So therefore he would be a coordinator at Blizzard and Activision, who are the kings of ripping people off.
No wonder Activision games suck now, and Blizzard too.
Yeah. So, thank you, Birkin, for gifting us this terrible game for us to make fun of. Now, please go away. If I give you money, will you disappear and never come back? Just like don't.
Yeah, he's just fading into the air.
Just like, I'll give you money if to not play the game and just like don't talk to me ever again. Right. So
get out of here! Get out of here!
Now,
get out of here!
Chat Around the Bonfire is a companion series to the Lifetime Backlog reviews. The reviews and our video podcast don't have any overlap, so there'll be a different video podcast subject versus the actual reviews. Most of that is due to how my actual thoughts on it. Which one would be the better experience? Which one I would I could write a full script for, really just based on if I have enough footage of it or not. So, much like in my reviews, I will end with placing this in the tier list. And I'm placing this in the terrible tier. In fact, it's in my bottom 5. Not long ago, I placed another game in the bottom.
That belongs.
Yeah. I placed another game not too long ago that I think is actually worse than this one. It was called Civil War: Nation Divided. And that was a terrible game.
I can see it.
That I played as a kid and played recently. And, like, that one was awful. I'm placing Hunt Down the Freeman directly above it. But what game is slightly better than Hunt Down the Freeman? Dear Esther. There you go. That game is slightly better than Hunt Down the Freeman.
That's the walking simulator one, right?
That's one of the earliest examples of walking simulator. One is like a waste of your 20 minutes. It's basically just good environments of the game, and you could find far better experiences elsewhere. There's so many other better walking sims out there, like Gone Home, or the Stanley Parable, or Firewatch that you could be playing.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't waste your time. Like, this game exists to have, like, an anniversary edition come out every 5 to 10 years to remind you that it exists, and it was boring then, and it's going to be boring in the future. So that's Dear Esther. Hunt Down the Freeman, Civil War, Nation Divided, all in the terrible tier. B, what did you think? Did you enjoy this experience?
Watching it,
Yeah.
just making fun out of it. Yeah, it was fun, but no, I cannot imagine myself playing this.
Oh,
Because
really?
you're talking about all the problems you had while playing it, and in the footage itself, there's also about a bunch of bugs and crashing, sequence breaking, soft locking. Yeah, I can't find myself enjoying this ever, but at least I can make fun out of it.
Yeah, at least we'll always have this experience to remember how terrible a time we had with Hunt Down the Freeman. Right. So,
Indeed.
I think we're going to play it out from here. We hope you enjoyed this chat around the bonfire as we talked about Hunt Down the Freeman and various other topics. I wanted to make a quick plug. I'm not usually the kind to do plugs, but if you wanted to check out some of my other content, I have a TikTok under Ody Knight. That's where you can find some of the other video content I have created, some of the short form stuff there as well. Do you have anything you wanted to plug real quick, B?
Nah.
Okay.
I have my YouTube channel, but I don't really use it anymore, so whatever.
Nah, it's alright. So we hope you enjoyed this chat around the bonfire. We'll hope you'll join us in the future. Let's play it out with our hippity hop music. We'll see you later.
Yeah. Take care, y'all.
Later.